think when people look at me? 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
Serranos and hippos and mammoths. The hero was coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit, look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a pig fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the
We've got a fun night with a big crowd on hand here tonight in the Freddies Nest, the Freddies Arena in Fredericktown. Jonathan Langdon alongside Kane Longwell, our camera operator here today, as we've got Fredericktown taking on Mount Gilead. Lady Freddies on senior night looking for their 10th conference win of the season to send them to potentially 14-3. Tonight they'll have to do it against a Mount Gilead squad that has been feisty, especially late in the last couple of seasons. It will not be easy here tonight. We'll see if Fredericktown can get it done live and free on the OH Report.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got.
Time now for your OH Report pregame show, brought to you by North Central State College. We're here in Fredericktown to watch the Lady Freddies on their senior night do battle with the Mount Gilead Lady Indians in some KMAC action later on in the season. Believe it or not, folks, we are just about 4 or 5 games away from season's end here in 2025. Playoffs coming up, of course, mid to late February. They'll really kick in March, but we are really on that home stretch. Both of these teams trying to get wins as they try to improve their seeding for the playoffs, where they will seed just a few weeks from now. Let's go ahead and talk about both of these teams. Both of them had snow days. One of them, the Mount Gilead Indians, still here tonight to take on Fredericktown. Coach Vukovich has had them in good spots, especially later on in the season, in each of the last 2 or 3 seasons. 7-8, 4-7 in the KMAC. That is 6th this year, but they have played really well in non-conference. They've gone 3-1, as you can tell there with the math, 3-1 in non-conference for the Mount Gilead Indians. Last 3 losses, or the last 3 games, have been a little bit rough. 2 losses, both to Loudonville and Centerburg, where their offense just was nowhere to be found. Looking to reverse that here today. And they've lost the last 2 meetings against Fredericktown, so this is a team they want to get revenge on, and it would be nice to spoil their senior night here today. And then for the Mount Gilead Indians, a player to keep an eye out for this team, someone that's struggled as of late, but Faith White, I've got faith that she is going to get back into this one. 11 points per game. She's scored 8 times in double figures this season. Each of the last 4 games, however, she has been underneath 10 points. But I think today's the day where she bounces back, finds her stroke a little bit from downtown, and is able to help this team, lead this team to a potential win against Fredericktown here this evening. Speaking of Fredericktown, let's go ahead and talk about them. The Lady Freddies, they have been the stars of the show when it comes to the KMAC with girls basketball. 13-3, 9-2. Jared Pryor doing a fantastic job for them in just his second season at the helm, taking over for the great Tim Masico, a good friend of the OH Report. And they had a rough go as of late. 2 straight losses, both to Clear Fork and Cardington, but they have responded well with a 3-game win streak, and you see all 3 of those scores on your screen. They're averaging pretty much just above 50 points a game as of late on the season. It's a little less than that, 47.8 points per game this season, but they do keep teams to just under 41 points per game, and this Mount Gilead squad only scores 37, so that it's definitely a possibility that they could do that again here tonight. And in their player spotlight, we usually go with Callie Carpenter. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. I probably wouldn't have if I knew coming in that this was senior night, but still, Ella Boughton had a fantastic game against Danville last time out on the road. She had 6 assists, 4 steals, 5 blocks, as you see there, but she also had 4 points. So she was doing a little bit of everything, just like she's really done all season long. So that's what you really like to see out of especially a junior who's going to lead your squad. Next year when Callie is graduated, as we celebrated all 3 of the seniors before our pregame proceedings here today, congratulations all to Callie Carpenter again, and then also Kennedy Allgaier and Olivia Harris. All 3 of them will be in the starting lineup here tonight. So it's exciting to see all 3 of them hit the court together, potentially for one final time. We'll see how this lineup works out. Maybe Coach Pryor wants to switch things up and go with it the rest of the season, but we'll find out here on this one in a couple moments from now. We'll take a break and come back with our keys to the game, also our starters and tip-off here, live and free on the OH Report.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play.
And here we go, folks. Tip-off just a few moments away. We'll wrap up your pregame show brought to you by North Central State College. Fredericktown taking on Mount Gilead here tonight in the Freddies Nest. Jonathan Langdon with you, Kane Longwell, your camera operator this evening. And let's go ahead and dive right into those starters for both teams. Starting with Mount Gilead, getting the start, number 3, Kendall Neal, just a junior. Number 13, Ava Baker, a senior, had 11 points in their last win a couple games ago against Northmore. And you've also got number 15, Faith White. That's your leading scorer for this group, 11 points per game. All KMAC first team last season. Also number 22, Danielle Polcati, and number 33, Cassidy Irwin. Both of them are juniors. Turning the lights out here in Fredericktown. I've never seen this in a high school game, but this is exciting. How about we talk about these Lady Freddies, as I cannot see my board, but we're going to try and figure it out. Olivia Harris, I'll talk about all three of the seniors first. All three of them are starting here today. Olivia Harris, a senior 5'2" guard, and then also Callie Carpenter wearing number 11 and Kennedy Allgaier wearing number 33. The two underclassmen that will start alongside them, number 12, Maya Bryant, and number 13, Ella Boughton, both of them juniors. Ella wears number 13, and Maya wears number 12. Gotta love pulling out all the stops for senior night. Cut the lights. As Allgaier saw on your screen, Maya Bryant right there. That's awesome. Let's talk about keys to the game. Mount Gilead. What do the Lady Indians need to do to take down the Fredericktown Lady Freddies here today? I think you got to find your shot from three. You love to shoot the three ball. If you can get some to fall here in the first quarter and keep that alive throughout the game, you got a good chance here this evening. And then also, you got to force them left, I think. Force Fredericktown left, force them into some bad shots, and just keep this as close as you can throughout. Here we go. Underway. Mount Gilead wins the tip as Cassidy Irwin tips it to a teammate. Kendall Neal holds on to it. Pick and roll, nice open opportunity early for Mount Gilead is missed a little strong by Cassidy Irwin. So Fredericktown, they will slow things down. Callie Carpenter runs the offense. She'll take a screen just to the extended elbow. Can't get that shot. Allgaier the rebound. Still fighting for the basketball. Throws it right to Kendall Neal. First turnover of the game goes to Fredericktown. Mount Gilead 7-8 on the year, 4-7 in the KMAC. All 4 of their wins, as there's a nice block by Ella Boughton. All 4 of their KMAC wins have come against Danville twice and Northmore twice. Trying to change that here today. And Danville and Northmore both below Mount Gilead in the standings at 7th and 8th. After the block, Mount Gilead has it out top. Neal lost it for a second, gets it back. Backdoor cut, nice pass. White gets the contact and scores. So that's a great start for Mount Gilead. Able to draw a foul on what looks to be Callie Carpenter, so that'll be her first. And then you also get your best player to the free throw line. Faith White shoots 71% from the stripe. As a team, however, they just shoot barely over 50%, 51% in fact. Off the back iron, no with the three-point play attempt. And Mount Gilead strikes the board first. What will the Freddies do to respond? They'll give it to their senior, Olivia Harris, getting the start here today. Her first start of the season. Bryant finds Callie on a backdoor, counted in the foul. Nice response from Fredericktown. Get this pretty much the same thing that the Lady Indians got on the other end. Good pass by Bryant. Callie rises up. Neal definitely made most of the contact. We'll see if they call it on Kendall Neal. No, they won't. Oh, yeah, they will. Callie gets the 2, and Neal gets the foul. And then another three-point play missed. But the offensive board stays with Fredericktown. Good work by them. They'll reset the offense. Boughton open from the left wing. Rainbow 3, a little too strong. Bryant, rebound, bank shot. Good job to catch it and go right back up. Grazed the backboard and fell through the cords. Faith White, nowhere to go. Gives it to her teammate Baker. They'll play catch for a little bit. And then Baker will pop one for the top of the key. Can't get it. Boughton tips it out of bounds. So Ava Baker missed that 3 that time. Hit 3 threes. Again, in that Northmore game I mentioned, the last game they won. Currently sitting on a 2-game losing streak. Kendall Neal triggers for 3. Can't get it. Right there for the rebound. Cassidy Irwin ties us back up at 4. Way to crash the offensive glass. Both teams kind of one-upping each other. Mount Gilead got the and one to start things. And then Carpenter for Fredericktown got an and one. Neither made the free throws. And then the last 2 points for each team have all come on offensive rebounds. Carpenter squares away to 3. A little too long. This will bounce out of bounds. Nearing 3 minutes complete here in quarter number 1. Neal drives on Harris, gives it down low. Irwin will work. Irwin pass to Polcati underneath. May have been blocked. Stays, however, with Mount Gilead. There's a trap in the corner, and it's stolen away by Boughton. Callie crosses over to the left side of the basket. She banks it in. Carpenter's got an early 4 here tonight. White wanted to shoot it. Good contest by Boughton. Made her second guess. Give you a look at some of those and ones earlier in the game. There's the score that you just saw. We'll show you those and ones here in a moment. As Fredericktown sets up their offense again, up 6-4. Nice pass inside. Bryant can't get that one to go. Same spot she made her layup earlier. Mount Gilead trying to stay in this ball game. Offensively, they've had some good looks, but they've turned it over a little too much. There's another steal. Callie in transition lays it up with the right this time, and she gets it. Good job to use her body to shield off the defender, and she gets the basket. Fredericktown 8, Mount Gilead 4. Some subs will be made, both for Mount Gilead. Olivia Long and Kenley Trainer both check in. In and out on the three-point play. None have been converted so far in this game. Stays 8-4. Fredericktown with the lead. Halfway done with the first quarter. White stops at the free throw line, takes some contact. Misses the shot anyways. Right now looking like a box-and-one setup as they're really focused on Callie Carpenter as she's had a hot start today, and that leaves Maya Bryant open for two, 10-4. This is where you enter the danger zone if you're Mount Gilead because you were playing them close first half of this first quarter, but now Fredericktown's on a little bit of a run. Polcati goes back to White. White will drive baseline, kick it inside. Ball deflects over to Allgaier, who gives it to a guard immediately. Carpenter with a 2-on-3. Doesn't have the numbers, still will go into Bryant. Tries to use the glass. Shot no good. White gets a rebound on the deflection. Polcati steps into a long two. Not that time. Irwin down low. Could not get the putback. Allgaier dribbled it out of bounds as she tried to recover. Got a little bit of downtime, so we'll show you those first two baskets of the game. White got an and one to start the contest. Carpenter immediately responded. Since then, it's been an 8-2 run for Fredericktown as this ball's thrown out of bounds, and there's another Mount Gilead turnover. Those starting to stack up a little bit here in this game. They average 19 a game. Across the timeline, Callie. She has 6 of the 10 points. Some subs for Fredericktown check into the game. Grayson Toombs on the ball, gives it back to Callie. Also in Kit Bellman and Vika Arnett. Good job by Mount Gilead to collapse on the post player. They forced the turnover. Neal crosses to the left, gives off. Baker at the elbow, swish. Stops an offensive drought for Mount Gilead. Ava Baker's on the board. Baker averages just under 5 points a game. So here's Fredericktown working the other way. Callie Carpenter and Maya Bryant, 12. Mount Gilead 6. Both of those players have split the points here for Fredericktown. White surveying the floor, finds Kendall Neal. She'll spin around Arnett and dish off. Baker, extra pass. White, mid-range jumper, too long. Rebound by Toombs. Arnett will drive baseline, has that one blocked by Kendall Neal. Give you a second look at that. Thanks to our good friends over at Integrity Lawn Maintenance. Landscaping services you can be proud of at a price you can afford. Schedule a free estimate by calling Austin at 567-307-5554. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Fredericktown has doubled Mount Gilead's total. Baker thinking about a three. She'll take it. can't get it. Rebound Mount Gilead. Good job by Neal to get in there. Crossover move, stops at the free throw line, can't get the bounce. 30 seconds left now. Callie off a flare screen, defended by White, tries to spin around, good defense by Mount Gilead. 20 seconds to go in the first. Another drive, Arnett draws some contact, no foul. Neal gets the partial block and comes the other way with it. Stops at the free throw line again, can't get that. Under 10 seconds for Fredericktown to score. 12-6, they have the lead. Callie down the court, 2 seconds left. That one's blocked by White, and that'll end the first quarter. Freddies 12, Lady Indians 6. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it
It was a solid first quarter for Fredericktown. They lead 12-6 as we start the second. They'll get the basketball as well. Scoring has come from just two players, both Callie Carpenter and Maya Bryant. Both of them are on the bench right now to start this second frame, so you're going to have to find some offense from somebody else out on the floor right now. You've got Bellman, you've got Boughton, Allgaier, also number 14, Bella Ritchie checks into the game, along with Vika Arnett, who remains in. Toombs drops that move to the basket, left it short. Right there's Bellman for the rebound, can't get the putback. Baker off a screen, good defense by Boughton. Ball keeps moving for Mount Gilead. Catch and shoot, top of the key, can't get it. A little off to the right. Ritchie the rebound. Already a minute in, no score in the second. Boughton picks up her dribble, has to go cross court. Arnett pump fakes, drives in. Draws some more contact. Has not gotten any calls so far here today. It's the third time we've seen Arnett go into traffic and come up empty-handed. Polcati, catch and shoot from the right wing. That is the first three to fall of the game for either side. And it comes from Danielle Polcati, who had 2 threes in the win they had against Northmore a few games ago. Boughton fakes a handoff and draws a foul, and she will be shooting. Officials mark that as a shooting foul. Fredericktown 12, Mount Gilead 9. This was our player spotlight for today. Ella Boughton, second team all KMAC last season. She's the league's leading passer, averaging 4.8 assists a game. Rainbow shot on the first free throw, in and out. Subs will be made. Bryant will return to the contest, but it looks like Callie Carpenter will take an extended rest. She will remain out as Boughton shoots the second free throw. Missed the first, second one also off, a little short. In stride, White brings it up the floor for Mount Gilead. Mount Gilead, you've seen a three fall in that last possession from Polcati. Do you go back to the three ball? They love to shoot the three. But they've been hot and cold this year. Clearly Baker wanted one there. Floated this one up. and it looked like it was deflected. Quickly down the floor, Bellman backing down her defender, finds Allgaier, who loses it out of bounds. It was a tough catch and dribble. Caught it a foot or two above her head. Had to immediately bring it down to the deck and just in the crowd lost it. So Callie, the 17-point per game scorer, returns to the game for Fredericktown. So all of your scoring so far in this game, Bryant and Carpenter, are on the floor. White, baseline drive, can't get the layup. And there is Carpenter with the rebound. Trying to make a splash on senior night. Not just get the win, but have a big game here, Callie. Backdoor cut, speaking of seniors, Harris drove in, drew contact, but first traveled. So if you're Mount Gilead, the game plan's going pretty much how you wanted it. If you can hit some threes, great. You only have one so far, but you'll take it, especially when you're still in this game 12-9. That ball nearly taken away. Polcati keeps that pivot. Ball swings around. Trainer, mid-range jumper, falls through. Mount Gilead down just one here in the second quarter as Kenley Trainer knocks down a jumper. Two Lady Indians waiting to come into the game. Olivia Long and then also their post player, Cassidy Irwin. Chance for the lead. Faith White from the left wing. Too long. Three and a half minutes into this second quarter. Callie refuses a screen, steps back from White, who's forcing her to the baseline. Cross-court pass, catch and shoot, Boughton top of the key. She gets it. Callie was cut off. It was good defense, but better offense that time, as here's a foul as we were in the replay. We'll show you this again. Neal drove to the left. Tried to get it to Trainer. There's a reach-in call on Harris. Those subs I talked about earlier, they both come in. Neal and Trainer off to the bench. So Mount Gilead has to get it in. They do finally to Polcati. Finds an open White for three. Way off to the right. Stays, however, with Mount Gilead. Then immediately thrown away. Good job by Callie to get in there. Callie through the entire Mount Gilead defense nearly gets the bucket. But she does draw a foul, and it looks like it'll be on the floor. So the shot wouldn't have counted anyway. Now under halfway with the second. They immediately find Boughton. Pass to Maya Bryant, shot no good. Good job in there by Ava Baker to get the rebound away from Allgaier. Good ball movement from Mount Gilead. They penetrate the paint, kick it back out. Rough pass to Polcati forces her to keep the ball moving. 3.5 minutes to go in the second. Still a 4-point game. Polcati nearly threw it away. Irwin taps it. Through the lane. Dribble lost by Baker. Ends up in the hands of Fredericktown. Callie coast to coast. Just missed the layup. And then an over the back foul. That will be called on Maya Bryant. So Callie did the right thing. Got the open layup just a little too hard off the glass. And then just with Maya Bryant's momentum, runs into, it looked like it was Polcati, who was there going for the rebound. First foul on Maya Bryant. Nobody really in too much foul trouble for Fredericktown. You've got one foul on Carpenter and Bryant, just of players on the floor right now for the Lady Freddies. Other side, same deal. Just one foul for Faith White as she commits a turnover right there, and then also a foul on Kendall Neal. This ball's deflected, stays in bounds. Trying to extend the lead. That they will not do with that basket. Put back by Bryant is no good. And Mount Gilead survives. Neal nearly had it taken away. Left-handed zip pass, ball moves again, Trainer. Neal lost it. That'll be no over and back. No call. We'll say there was a touch. I don't know about that. I thought Neal touched it even after the initial deflection by Fredericktown, but she didn't have full possession, so. They missed the shot anyway. Trainer, however, gets inside and draws a foul, so Kimley Trainer's going to the line. Be interested to know what your thoughts are on the no call with the backcourt violation. Results in 2 free throws. Kimley Trainer, not the greatest from the line, 5 of 15 this season. Misses the first. Get a second crack at it. We haven't seen very many free throws fall tonight, but that time it does. So it's now a 3-point game. Timeout on the floor. We'll talk things over. Mount Gilead's got to be happy with how they're playing today. And I think Fredericktown, they could be happy with how they're playing defensively. It's just offensively, some things aren't falling. And then also you're not executing with pretty much anybody outside of Callie Carpenter and Maya Bryant. You've got 3 points, though, from Ella, just on a top of the key 3 where she was open. But got to see if you can get some other players involved, maybe a Kit Bellman, or maybe just going about in a little bit more. Mount Gilead's playing what looks to be a box and one, which I wouldn't be surprised about with a player like Callie Carpenter. So that really takes Allgaier out of the game, at least on initial baskets. Maybe she can get in there and get some offensive rebounds. But it's going to be really hard for Allgaier to get open down low with how clogged this paint is for Mount Gilead. Looks like it's not a box and one anymore, just straight man from Mount Gilead. But everybody definitely dropping down much lower than they probably would against anybody else. Bryant misses inside, and a foul call. Fredericktown 15, Mount Gilead 12. Let us know where you're watching from. Leave a comment on YouTube. We'll get to your comments during the halftime show. Maybe talk with you later on in the broadcast. Lady Freddies looking for their 14th win of the season. It'd be their 10th in the conference. Lady Indians trying to halt that and not let their losing streak to Fredericktown in the last couple of years get much longer. It's at 2 right now. Another takeaway. This will be an easy layup for Callie, but she missed it again. Too hard off the window, and that's 2 in a row for Callie, where she's gone a little bit too hard off the arms. And you just give Fredericktown 4 of those points on both of those layups that we've seen Callie miss today. This would be a 7-point game. Much more favorable for Fredericktown and much more to where they probably expected to be at this point in the game. Kendall Neal at the line, misses the first. 5.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. She is 5th in passing in the KMAC. Junior knocks down the second. That makes it 13-15. Her first point of the evening. Hard screen set by Bryant. Gets Callie some opening. And she does the rest, 17-13 with 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. White dribbles on the left wing, drives in, nice roll. Trainer can't get the finish. Still fighting for the rebound, ends up with Boughton. 20 seconds left. Can Fredericktown extend their lead before the buzzer? Right elbow, ball deflected away. Callie fighting for it. Now a jump ball. And the arrow points towards Mount Gilead. We'll see some subs come in. Ava Baker, just one sub come in. Ava Baker gets trainer for offense. See if they can get one final good look. Bring this back to a one-possession game with 7.9 on the clock. Neal catches it, has to go. Gives it back to Polcati. Polcati with 2 seconds left, squares away from half court. That gives Fredericktown a chance at a heave. Both miss. And that'll end the half. Mount Gilead putting up a fight here today on the road against Fredericktown, one of the top teams in the KMAC, in a game where if Fredericktown can't hang on, they could be taken out of the KMAC title picture. Huge implications here tonight. We'll take a break and come back with some numbers here live and free on the OH Report.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They've been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant.
Time now for your halftime show on the OH Report, brought to you by North Central State College. Before we get into some numbers there for half number one, I want to take a second to thank all of our sponsors bringing us here to Fredericktown tonight to bring you this coverage. Make sure to go support the Freddie faithful. Thank you to Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Also thanks to North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Also, Knox Public Health, committed to the health of the community by promoting healthy lifestyles, preventing illness, and protecting the community. Also, thank you to Integrity Lawn Maintenance, landscaping services you can be proud of at a price you can afford. Schedule a free estimate by calling Austin at 567-307-5554. And then also, finally, thank you to Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows, and doors since 1970, and Scout Construction Services, LLC. With more than a decade of business you can trust, Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. Why don't we take a look at those numbers real quick? 17-13 at the half, and both teams just 1-3 to their name in a game where I suspected that they'd be shooting a little bit more from downtown. They just haven't knocked down too many, just one each. And then also in the rebound category, Mount Gilead has done a really good job rebounding over some of the taller over the taller Fredericktown defenders. Turnovers, however, that has been their struggle today. They sit at 9 compared to Fredericktown's 5. Here we go with the third quarter. Lady Freddies on senior night will start on offense, but it was short-lived as it's a moving screen that looks to be called on Harris. Offensive foul. We go the other way. Also noticed on those numbers, Fredericktown 0 for 3 from the line. Mount Gilead 2 for 5. So both of these teams not shooting well when they get to the line, but pretty much at the same clip, so nothing that's really score changing here today. Ball dribbled out of bounds. We'll go the other way as White put it on the deck on that gray line down there. And then also in the foul category, it's been a fairly clean half. Hopefully it stays that way. 4 fouls for Mount Gilead, 5 for Fredericktown. Not much offense either. We sit at a 17-13 score at the half. Harris up fake, baseline drive, floats through the lane through 2 defenders and gets it in. Not much room there, but she made it do. Mount Gilead being left open a couple times for 3. Fredericktown wants them to shoot it, even though that's what they like to use to get back into the games. They haven't been shooting well here in the last couple of games. Another turnover forced by Fredericktown, and Carpenter gets the quick first step. Cruises to the basket, leaves White in the dust. But yeah, going back to that Mount Gilead offense, it struggled. 26 points in their loss to Loudonville. Last time out, there's a shove here. Baker did travel, but there was a foul first. Yeah, 26 points in the last game against Loudonville last week. Also last week, put up 18 against Centerburg. Not great. They've been looking to reverse the tide here today. While they haven't been able to do it entirely, they've been able to keep Fredericktown low in points. As we continue this third quarter, White leaves 2 defenders and gets an open look, knocks it down. 21-15. That's 4 points now for Faith White. Again, starting to see her scoring dwindle this season. As on the other end, Callie Carpenter squares up a 3. That'll give her 13 on the evening. Baker step through the lane, nearly put some English on that end of the basket. Bryant scoreless since the 6-point first quarter. Keeps the ball moving. Boughton, another deep three. Airballs that one out of bounds. Give you a look at the three that went down, however, for Carpenter earlier in the quarter. Again, replays brought to you by Integrity Lawn Maintenance. New sponsor on the OH Report. We thank them for their partnership. Miscommunication on the back door. Polcati throws it away. With 5:01 on the clock, Fredericktown continues to run away with this third quarter. It was 17-13 at the half, so it is 7-2 here in the third. Fredericktown won the first quarter today 12-6, and Fredericktown fell in the second quarter 7-5 to Mount Gilead. There's a foul down low as Kennedy Allgaier, another senior celebrated before this game, will get to shoot some free throws. She had a pretty good game against Danville. Not necessarily in the score column, but everything else. 6 points, not too bad. 8 rebounds, and then 2 dimes against Danville. And that was on Saturday. Misses the first free throw. So Fredericktown still 0 from the charity stripe. The 5'10 senior makes it 0 for 5, but an offensive rebound finds Boughton wide open underneath. Good extra pass by Maya Bryant, and the lead is now 11. Things starting to get out of hand for Mount Gilead. Extra pass Trainer wanted to shoot, lost her balance. She'll laugh that one off, go back to the other side. Get you a second look. Here's a good extra pass, just Trainer couldn't keep her balance. Maybe wasn't expecting that pass. Another good opportunity for Fredericktown to continue to build out this lead. Carpenter with 13. Holds it out top. Gets it back from Harris. Halfway done with the third quarter. 26-15. Fredericktown 11-point lead. Harris steps through. Floater. May have been blocked. Ends up with Bryant, and she's fouled. Get you a whole look at this sequence. It's been a good job today by Harris, driving in, challenging the defense, but White there got the block. Fortunately, though, ends up in the hands of another Freddie, and Maya Bryant shooting 2. First free throw rattles home, so now Fredericktown 1 of 6 from the line tonight. Second one's missed. Bryant splits the pair. White crossover move, nearly lost it. Looking for a teammate. Kicks it out for 3. Shot no good. Trainer fights for another rebound. She's out of bounds. Kit Bellman returns to the contest. Harris heads to the bench. Bellman was scoreless for just the second time this year against Danville on Saturday. Before that game, however, had 2 straight games in double figures. So some ups and downs here as of late for Kit Bellman as she returns to the game. Carpenter misses short on the floater. Mount Gilead the other way. Trainer kicks it out. Polcati has the only 3 today for Mount Gilead. Dancing around the 3-point line. Pass, Baker. Extra one that will kick off of Bellman out of bounds. Stay with Mount Gilead. And Polcati heads to the bench. Kendall Neal returns to the contest, has it in the corner. Able to get out of trouble, gets it right back. Near side, far side corner 3, falls through, so there's the second 3 to fall for Mount Gilead, and it's Kendall Neal. Other way, Looking for a response. They cannot get it with Carpenter. Bryant, however, fights inside, can't get the putback. White puts some moves on, finds Neal, heat check, off to the left. Trainer, another offensive board, and she forces a foul. Good look for Neal yet again. But it's been a big game underneath for Kenley Trainer. And now we see a timeout, and I think this one's been called by Fredericktown. And yeah, that it has. So that's the second timeout called by the Lady Freddies. Jared Pryor wants to talk things over. I did the tedious research last night because I know brackets are going to be released fairly soon. Unfortunately, there's no source to find standings within your district in the playoffs. So I had to go through, find every Max Preps page and get all of the records and kind of take a guess at where these two teams will end up in the playoffs if the season ended today. For Fredericktown in Division 5, that's a really big central district. It's going to be really tough to get out of there with 19 teams in it. They currently sit second, however, just behind Johnstown Monroe. So they would be the 2 seed. Look at that swat out of bounds by Ella Boughton. Sent that one all the way up to the red line in the gym. Anyway, Fredericktown, they'd be second just to the team that knocked them out last year. There's a foul on Boughton on the inbound. And then Mount Gilead on their side in Division 6 in the Central region, they would be kind of in the middle. I believe it's an 11-team district. Now we see a timeout by Coach Vukovich, first one of the game for Mount Gilead. But they're kind of towards the middle, a little bit towards the back end of the middle. They'll be 7th in the district, but it's not a place they haven't been before, especially these last couple of years where they have pulled off some really impressive upsets. I remember 2 seasons ago was my first year working for the OH.REPORT. They took down Berne Union, a top seed in that district 2 years ago. They made their Cinderella run all the way to the district championship where they ultimately lost to Fisher Catholic. But that was a really good team. You had Madeline Elson on that team, Candace Millizer. Those are the 2 main contributors. You also had Polcati, who got some time, I believe, on that squad as a freshman. Same with Faith White, Ava Baker. So these juniors and seniors know what's up. They know that there's just something different about the Mount Gilead Lady Indians in the postseason. While things haven't gone their way here in KMAC play, still a whole nother season to be played once we get to the last week of February. Out of the timeout, Fredericktown has 3 left, Mount Gilead with 4 left. Coach Vukovich just called their first timeout of the game. As Kendall Neal has it in the corner. Drop step move, shuffle of the feet. Fredericktown fans wanted to travel, that they will get. 2 minutes to go in the third. Lady Freddies 27, Lady Indians 18. Fredericktown has had their way here in this third quarter. Nice play design, finds Callie on a backdoor. You could see the vision from our camera for Ella Boughton. Baker trying to get this team back into the game. Threes are not falling right now. Just 2 on the game. They had 1 early in the third quarter. Since then, however, offense has slowed down. Bellman, catch and shoot. That would have really been a dagger here in this third quarter. They don't get it. Neal lost it, had to throw it right to Fredericktown. Pass was led a little too far. Minute left in the third quarter. Fredericktown 29, Mount Gilead 18. Carpenter zips through 2 defenders, loses the basketball, still fighting for it, and now a jump ball arrow to Mount Gilead. She liked the move, got past 1 defender, but Polcati did a good job recovering and ripping it away from behind. And then the tie-up between both number 11s, Carpenter and Long. Now, if you're Mount Gilead, can't play desperation ball quite yet. Still want to get some good looks. Don't have to force anything from deep. But you also need to get some shots up. You're just not doing that right now. There's a turnover as that ball went off the hands of Neal out of bounds towards the Fredericktown fans. We got 35 seconds left. Ritchie, looked like she had Boughton on the back door, didn't find her in time. Carpenter drives and draws a foul. We've got 2 free throws coming for Callie, who's got 15 points on the game. It's a team and game high. Hasn't made a free throw yet tonight, though. Breaks that streak right there, 30-18. It's a 13-5 third quarter for the Fredericktown Lady Freddies. Second one's a swish. Makes it 31-18. 25 seconds left for Mount Gilead. Quick ball down the floor. They'll go back to White. Baker up top. She'll drive on Ritchie. Reach in by Carpenter, unsuccessful. Backdoor cut. White throws it up high in the air, but did draw a foul. Looks like it'll go on Bellman. So with 12.7 on the clock, Mount Gilead's got 2 shots. First 2 looks from the charity stripe for Mount Gilead in this half. First one off to the left. A little too strong as well from Faith. Even with the offensive struggles for Faith White as of late, she sits 5th in the KMAC in scoring. Just such a gifted scorer. However, she misses both free throws there. They are now 2 for 7 from the line here in this game. Carpenter steps into a mid-range jumper just above the right break. And the buzzer will sound. It's the end of the third quarter, a big third quarter at that for this Fredericktown squad, as they could cruise to their 14th win of the year here. Just got to hang on with the final 8 minutes on the OH Report coming up next. There's your quarter rundown as we enter the fourth quarter with a 33-18 score in favor of Fredericktown. Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell, your camera operator tonight. As we wrap up with the final 8 minutes, Kennedy Allgaier out of the gates brings it up to a 35-18 advantage. Third quarter, in many cases, can be the biggest quarter of a game, and Mount Gilead certainly, when they look back at the film tonight, they will come to that agreement specific to this game. Irwin misses a mid-range jumper. Here we go the other way. Callie Carpenter with 19 on the game, trying to add to that here. Can't quite do it, but she will draw a foul and shoot 2. Carpenter makes the first. It's good to see her entire family. Pretty much, that's what it seemed like at least for the senior presentation before this game. Of course, the Carpenters, great family in the Fredericktown community, as Carpenter misses the second. Brother Cade playing baseball just 20 minutes down the road at Mount Vernon Nazarene. I was at a donor dinner for MVNU. I'm an alumni. I was at a donor dinner last week, and it was for the baseball team, and Cade actually was the one to walk me to my seat at the beginning of the night. It was exciting to catch up with him. Things are great with the Carpenters because things are great with the Freddies. That's just how it is with that family. And Callie is really balling out this year. One of the favorites to become KMAC Player of the Year. And I have a feeling this year with that award, it's going to come down to can you win the conference? Because you've got Kayla Larimore on the other end for Centerburg that's threatening for that award as well, and she is playing out of her mind too. Another quick miss for Mount Gilead as the lead is swelled to 20. Bryant scored on the last possession for Fredericktown. 9 points for her today, 20 points for Callie tonight. She moves the ball around. Arnett has her shot blocked. Fredericktown with Harris floating in the air, can't get it. Another rebound by Bryant, can't get that put back. White's got to do something quick. She shuffled her feet. Another travel and another turnover for this Mount Gilead team. This game has really snuck away from them. A reminder, it was a 4-point game at the half. Mount Gilead was doing a really good job locking up defensively, keeping it close, just like I suggested that they probably needed to do to win this game. But Fredericktown has gone up to a higher gear in this second half. Already 21 points in the half. There's a double dribble on Arnett in the far side corner. Five and a half minutes to go. Neal dribbles around. Tight defense from Fredericktown. Ball bounces off the knees of Olivia Long, and she loses it. Boughton scoops, and on the other end will score. Fredericktown 40, Mount Gilead 18. This is starting to turn into what has plagued the Lady Indians these last 2 games, now 3, including this one, where the offense has not been able to keep up with anyone in the KMAC as of late. Polcati catch and shoot, top of the key. Nearly got the bounce. Allgaier loses the rebound, still being fought for, now scooped up by Bryant. Outlets it to Boughton. Arnett, she will draw a foul, and she will shoot. Some bench players getting ready to check in. Peyton Blakesley, number 4 for Fredericktown, will get her first action tonight after the first free throw from Kennedy Allgaier, and then also Grayson Toombs will come into action for the second time today. Played a little bit in the second quarter. Allgaier misses the first. Also some new looks from Mount Gilead. Kylie Rigdon gets her first action, number 23 in purple. And number 14 in purple, Sophia Mosier. Both free throws missed, stays 40-18. Both newly installed players getting some touches on the basketball in this possession. Ava Baker not ready to call this one over yet. Tried to drive in and find her teammate. That one, however, trickles out of bounds. Halfway done with the fourth. Looks like Fredericktown will get their 10th KMAC win of the season. They jump to 14-3. Here's Grayson Toombs down low. Can't get it. Trainer tips away the rebound. Now dives for it and scoops it up. Step through. Baker draws contact. We'll have more free throws. We've got a plethora of comments to get to as I open up the YouTube app. Thank you all for watching, 72 viewers strong. Shout out to Tanner tuning in, watching from Cardington. I know Cardington fans are very interested in this game because Fredericktown, first free throw made by Baker, lost to Cardington a couple weeks ago here in this building. I was on the call for it as well. And that really opened things up in the KMAC because if any other loss happens from Fredericktown, especially when they play Centerburg later in the season, their KMAC title hopes are pretty much over. But if they beat Centerburg, they could split the title. See a timeout by Fredericktown. They'll talk things over as we get through the rest of these comments. Those two free throws made by Mount Gilead make it now 7-2 in the quarter. I wish Fredericktown can play Olentangy Orange or Reynoldsburg in boys basketball this year. You may, well, yeah, probably not with the division disparity, but Orange is a tough team this year. I've seen some clips. High division as well. Reynoldsburg, same thing. They've got 2 Ohio commits on that boys basketball squad. Orange and Reynoldsburg, if you pay attention to big division, high division boys basketball, those are names to remember. Also, shout out to Laura Brown saying, "Go Mount Gilead." Proud aunt of Olivia Long, number 11. Got some time today. She's off to the bench, though, for what seems to be the final 3:27 on the clock. Two timeouts left. Actually, just one timeout left for Fredericktown. I must have missed one earlier. Shout out to Travis Perry cheering on Mount Gilead. A lot of Mount Gilead fans in the comment section today. Mike Reed, Coach Reed. He's also in the comments on YouTube. And I'm just getting to the bottom of the comment section, and all of that talk I was saying about Centerburg is wiped away because Loudonville just pulled off that upset, 40-37. Thank you for that update, Tanner. And then Mike adds to that. There's a 3 miss short. Final 3 minutes of play here at Fredericktown. So yeah, that does open things up, and now Fredericktown will be tied with Centerburg after this win. Huge KMAC implications tonight elsewhere, with Loudonville taking down Centerburg. And then Mike added on and saying Loudonville scored the last 20 points of the game. If that's true, that is quite insane, because that's where we're at right now, and that's basically like if Mount Gilead were able to come back in this game right here. There's 2 points. Newly entered Kylie Rigdon puts a stamp on this one. So shout out to all of you. Started conversation over on the YouTube chat as we talk about this game with another timeout called. And it looks like it's another timeout for Fredericktown, so they will be out of timeouts. Mount Gilead's got 5 left. I feel like they should have 4 left. Maybe a missed timeout earlier, because I remember Coach Vukovich called one earlier in the game. Nonetheless, take a look at both of these teams and where they're going to be going next. Fredericktown, after calling this timeout, they'll play Saturday at home here, even though they had senior night today. They'll play Saturday here against Northmore. Next Wednesday, they'll play at Centerburg. That will be the one that now pretty much turns into, unless either Fredericktown or Centerburg slip up on Saturday, that is going to be the KMAC championship game, and that is at Centerburg. And that's the last day of KMAC play. So yeah, that's the de facto championship. And then non-conference play will kick up just before the postseason for Fredericktown. They'll go to Colonel Crawford, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, February 5th. And I'll tell you what, I've seen Colonel Crawford play in person. They are something else too. So that should be a really exciting game. So I'd say 2 of those 3 games for Fredericktown are going to be nail-biters. It's up in the air with Northmore, pretty much around the quality of Mount Gilead this season. Just a spot below them in the KMAC standings. But next week will be really fun to watch Fredericktown take on Centerburg, potentially for a KMAC title. Turnaround jumper from Faith White. How about that play? It's no Loudonville comeback, but Mount Gilead going out with some pride here tonight. Tried to lob it into Allgaier. There's another turnover. White drive, kick, Rigdon. Gives it back out to Polcati. White, far side corner, goes right into Harris. No foul call off the glass. The shot too strong. And now Fredericktown takes it away as Harris got up and made a play. Carpenter remains in the contest, try to add some points to her name. That shot too long. That would have been 23 points for her. She'll stay at 20. Polcati pulls up. Too long on the left wing 3. Under 40 seconds left. Nice lob over top to Maya Bryant, who likely will end her night now with 11 points after that score. White facilitates, finds Trainer. Mid-range, no. Stays with Mount Gilead on the deflection with the rebound. Polcati looking for a second triple of the game, doesn't get it. And with under 20 seconds left, that looks like that will end things here today between Fredericktown and Mount Gilead. We'll see a substitution timeout. So for the final 11.3, some of the JV squad players will jump in and dribble this one out. Interestingly enough, there was a timeout called by Fredericktown, even though on the scoreboard they didn't have any left. But I think that was a score clock error, and they did have one left, so they do use a 30-second, or no, they use a full timeout. And the end of this game isn't quite here yet. It's close, 11.3 left, but looks like you'll get some key players out of the game and let some of the JV squad dribble this one out. Mount Gilead already out of their huddle. And a correction, it will stay with the seniors and company on the floor. Some of the other players were at the scorer's table. Now they'll go to the scorer's table. And I guess they weren't allowed to check in. And now Boughton's just going to take a 5-second violation so they can get the other players in. And now they'll be allowed to check into this ball game, and the seniors will get their respected and much-deserved send-off here tonight. Shout out to the Fredericktown seniors, Olivia Harris, Callie Carpenter, Kennedy Allgaier. And shout out to the newly installed players, Peyton Blakesley enters the game for the second time, also Zoe Horlocker and Nuala Hansen. 1.9 on the clock. This ball goes out of bounds. Stays with Mount Gilead. See if they can get one last shot up. White inbounds. Polcati from the left wing. One final shot, and it goes in. Mount Gilead happy with that. Fredericktown happy to get their 14th win of the year, their 10th in the KMAC, and after what went down elsewhere, they are now tied for the KMAC lead with Centerburg. That could set up a winner-take-all game next Wednesday. Good senior night celebration, good final result for Fredericktown. We'll talk to a couple seniors here when we come back, live and free on the OH Report.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
can't stop.
Time now for your Knox Public Health MVP today. It's special on senior night to bring up Coach Jared Pryor, just your second season with the Fredericktown crew. You guys get the win here against Mount Gilead, get your 10th KMAC win of the season. What does it mean to reach a milestone like that?
Oh, it's huge. I thought the kids did a nice job last year, my first year, and we've just got so much better. And we just talk about getting better every day at practice and taking it game by game. And 10 wins is huge, but we talked on the way up here. Job's not finished. We still got 2 more KMAC games left to reach our goals.
Yeah, and we're glad to have the young one up here, but also I know it's a special night for the seniors. So I wanted to bring you up here mainly talk about just all 3 of them, both Olivia, Callie, and Kennedy, what they've been to this program.
Oh, they've been huge. From when I first got here, they were the first ones I met. They were juniors last year, then when the seniors last year really stepped up and helped me a lot because I'm not from here. I'm a Mount Vernon guy, and so those kids really were huge in letting me know about different teams and what they do, and just being leaders for the kids, for the younger kids, and even the middle school and the youth group in the summer. And they're great leaders and awesome in the locker room and role models, and I'm just really lucky to have kids like this.
Yeah, and then for this Mount Gilead team coming in, playing against them, getting your second win against them this year, let's talk about the X's and O's. What did it take for you guys to get this win, and how do you feel you executed?
That's a tough group. They got some talent, and I have a lot of respect for them and their coach. I told our kids they got us here last year, and I didn't want that to happen again. We really just talked about moving the ball and being patient. They did a nice job limiting layups and shots around the rim, so we talked about swinging the ball around the court and getting everybody a touch and making them guard us. And I think the second half we did a lot better, and it showed on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and then as you were having that dominant third quarter, I think we slowly started to find out what was going on elsewhere. Loudonville able to take down Centerburg, and that really makes things interesting, especially going into next week where you'll have your last KMAC game against the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really interesting, and honestly, it's a tough group. The KMAC is really tough. Any night, anybody can beat anybody. And so, it's really exciting, but we still have to beat Northmore. Northmore, we played at their place, and we won by, under 10. It was a close game, and so that's really exciting, but we got to take care of Northmore on Saturday. So the next couple of days of practice, we'll work on them, and then, if we're lucky enough to win that game, then we'll focus on Centerburg.
Well, Coach, congrats. One final thing from you. Go ahead and take a look at the camera. Give any shout-outs you want to give.
Just shout out the seniors. Shout out, them and their families, and shout out this whole group, and shout out Freddie Nation.
Yeah, congrats on the win today.
Thank you. Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
And time now for your post-game show, brought to you by North Central State College. Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell, your camera operator this evening. 42-27 the final. Fredericktown gets the win, and more importantly, ties himself up for first place in the KMAC. And what a finish we will have to the KMAC on the girls' side of things. I'm sure the boys' side of things is getting just as interesting. I don't have necessarily the update on the standings there, but this is just such a huge win for Fredericktown to get to 10 wins, especially after last year where they didn't do as well. They still had a solid squad, just weren't able to finish too high in the standings. They were 5th last year at 6-6 in the conference. They went 12-11, or actually 13-11 last year, so already well over that total from last year to this year. So Fredericktown, 15-point dub, and Freddies, they really got it done in the third quarter. That was where they did most of their magic. As I hit final, there's your quarter-by-quarter score. Fredericktown came out, solid lead, 12-6, but if you were Mount Gilead, you were kind of okay with that first quarter because the second quarter really helped you out at 7-5, really locking down defensively, and then that 16-5 spurt, that is what will be in the film session coming up tomorrow for Mount Gilead as they kind of look at what went wrong. Turnovers, I think, was one of the bigger things for Mount Gilead. Also, just allowing too much space inside for Fredericktown to get some easy buckets. They didn't hit too many threes in this game, but they just were able to score more than Mount Gilead. That's how every game goes, but just offensively there were some struggles for sure as it's continued into some of the other games, especially on this 3-game losing streak where they scored 18 against Centerburg. They scored, I believe, 27 against Loudonville in that game a couple games ago. So just got to try and find a way to score the basketball a little bit more than you have been here in the last couple games if you're Mount Gilead. Taking a look at both of these teams next up, Mount Gilead will head to East Knox on Saturday. Also on Saturday, Fredericktown will be home here again. They will take on Northmore and the Lady Golden Knights. It's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors bringing us here today. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Knox Public Health, committed to the health of the community by promoting healthy lifestyles, preventing illness, and protecting the community. Integrity Lawn Maintenance, landscaping services you can be proud of. Call Austin at 567-307-5554. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows, and doors since 1970. And Scout Construction Services, LLC. Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell saying so long. We'll see you next time on the OH Report.